Good morning, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I would like to thank you to my channel and let you know that we have started a new Facebook group called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. And you might be thinking, what do you mean? So I recently got completely disabled from Facebook, and all my groups and everything got removed, and I'm not stressing on it, not worried about it. I think it's because one of my groups that I created went wild, and there was like lots of scammers in there and stuff like that, and it was just too much for me to handle, and I couldn't keep up with it. So that being said, if you are watching videos on Atkins or if anything like that, I will put a link in the description below to the new group, but it's actually called the exact same thing, Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. And if you would like to be involved, I am doing a little thing. So if you go there and you check in on your weight and you kind of just tell me where you're at and show me pictures of the scale and stuff like that, I have a special surprise for you. So go do that and talk about kind of your journey and stuff like that. That would be great. So what this video is about is, it's the new year, okay? And a lot of people can say things like, I want a resolution, and I've always been, in all honesty, an anti-resolutioner. But I've since changed that. And I've changed that because of a couple reasons. The first reason being, hey, if it gives you a good time to reset your mind, reset your goals, reset your ambition, or whatever it is, to be able to reach and obtain things, I think that's great, and I think you should. Sorry, I'm cleaning my desk while I'm sitting here because it is really, really messed up. So if this is the time that works for you, that's great. And the reason I'm talking about goals and stuff like that is because there is a lot of you out there that want to be able to obtain things, whether it could be weight loss, it could be you want to tone up, you want to start exercising, you want to start doing things and stuff like that. And I think one of the biggest factors that people get overwhelmed by is how many times they have failed. And people truly do. I look really bad from this angle. I have a new little camera holder thing that I got so I can make videos of my trash behind me. But a lot of people get very overwhelmed with the amount of failures that they have and being disappointed in themselves and feeling overwhelmed by not being able to achieve things and stuff like that. And what I have to say to that, first of all, is you ain't got no reason to be giving up, okay? Second thing is, we don't learn from losing. If say your goal is to lose weight, you don't learn from losing weight. You learn from not losing weight. You learn from those disasters. You learn from, or we should be learning from, the things that put us in a bad situation. I told people a long time ago, if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to get on track or anything like that, one of my biggest pieces of advice for a new client or something is stay on track for 3 months. Don't do any outings. Don't do anything. And people go, whoa, that's antisocial. And I might be, okay? I might be antisocial outside here. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try to deny that or anything. But this doesn't stem from that. This stems from, hey, think of it like this. You're addicted to drugs and you're having a hard time getting clean and stuff like that. Would you, the day after quitting, go hang out with people that are smoking dope around you? No. Why? Because it's hard. It's hard to not do dope when you're hanging out with other people that are doing dope, right? It's the same thing. It's hard to go out with the other people that are drinking and eating bad, or go to a party where everybody's drinking and eating bad and not be drinking and eating bad. Oliver is definitely going crazy over there. So you need some time away from that to be able to build up your resilience, your strength, your ability to say, no, I'm trying to catch jumping around on the paddleboard. You need to get stronger. And maybe you need to lose 10 or 20 or 30 pounds before you can put yourself in those situations, almost indefinitely. I see a couple things and a couple cycles with people when they're trying to get on track or they're trying to lose weight. One of the really biggest things that people have a hard time with is once they lose that footing, it's hard to get back on rolling. So in my opinion, you have to be careful with a few things. The first thing is obviously separate yourself. Stop going to outings for a while. And people go, I can't do that. I don't care. Then don't. Like, stay fat forever. I don't really care. Like, it doesn't affect me. Like, your happiness and success, if you fight for your limitations, keep them. I don't care. Like, that's your thing. Nobody's going to be like, Jonathan, you're not working out today. Watch me. Watch me work out today. Watch me go squat. Watch me go deadlift. Watch me go bench. I don't need other people to tell me that I can or can't do something. So just like you're not in control of my success or my happiness, I'm not in control of yours. So if you want to say, I can't do that, I have this birthday, I have that, dude, so be it. Then don't tell me you can't lose weight, okay? You can't get in shape. You can't go to the gym. You can't do this. That's fine. I don't care. I've gotten to the point, I don't care. It's fine. That's fine. But the next thing that I see people struggle with is once they are doing really well and they'll click and they'll be like, yeah, I'm doing really well for like 3 months. Everybody be like, you look amazing. You look great. You look this, blah, blah, blah. And they'll start getting invited because they're more beautiful. They're more attractive. They're emanating positive energy and stuff like that. And then they buckle and go. And then it can be a nightmare getting back on track. It's not just that one night out. It's not just this and that. It's so much easier to get trashed. It's so much easier to do bad things. And I don't have to do stairs, and I don't have to run, and I don't have to diet. And then, boom, you just starts crawling up and up and up. So you got to be really careful with that. The other thing that I see people with, and probably the most important thing, is they say, I'm going to lose 30 or 40 or 50 pounds. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you little baby. Come here. Come on. 30 or 40 or 50 pounds. And then when they lose it, when they lose the weight, they say, I'm going to go on a cruise, or I'm going to go to a party, or I'm going to go out and drink and stuff like that and celebrate. If you are constant... Get the fuck out of here. No. No. If you are constantly trying to celebrate your successes by doing the bad things that got you there or that didn't get you there, it's going to be a really bad cycle. And a lot of people find themselves in a situation in which they're just celebrating too much, too often. And the cool thing is, when you do lose the weight, say you're dieting and stuff like that, and you lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, whatever you're trying to do, or 10 pounds or 5 pounds or whatever, you can do more of those things. You can go out occasionally. You can go out once a week or twice a week or something like that. Some people more, some people less. And you can really start to hone in. You can bring up your calories to maintenance or put them in a surplus and start building muscle. You can do lots of things. But the biggest thing is you can't stop. Okay? You can't just stop trying. Like, you can't just say, I hit my weight, I'm good. I'm going to start going back to eating. I'm going to work out less. Dude, I see it so many times. People literally stop and they go, well, I don't know why I'm not getting better. I don't know why I'm gaining weight. I don't know why I'm not getting stronger. I don't know why I'm losing muscle mass. I don't know why. You know why if you just stop and think about it. So the big gist of the thing here is, this is a complete lifestyle change to be able to, whether it's lose weight or gain strength or run marathons or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Yes, maybe that specific thing, if it's marathon or something like that, maybe you do it and then you don't run so much or something like that. But if you want to deadlift 1,000 pounds or something like that, you don't just get to 400 and quit for a year and then come back, because you're going to come back at like 200. Like, you don't just lose 50 pounds and then quit because you're going to gain 75 back. Does that make sense? Like, you really have to say, hey, what's my next goal? You have to constantly be changing. You guys know I started with weight loss. Then I went to fat 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 lo Then I went to like bodybuilding. Then I went to running. Now I'm a power lifter. Then I'll go to bodybuilding again. And that's kind of how I am going through constant phases of health and fitness, whether I look like the perfect image of health and fitness or anything like that. I work out, I promise you, probably more than most of you. And I'm not saying that like I'm downing on you or anything like that, but I'm in the gym 3 to 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week. And that's not to work, that's actual physically working out. So, but am I trying to lose weight? No, not really. Not really. I'm focused on strength. And then when I'm done focusing on strength, I'll drop, 50, 75, 100 pounds, something like that. I'd like to be around 220, so maybe 80, 90 pounds. So, that being said, don't beat yourself up, dude. Like, it's not that big a deal. Like, it doesn't matter if you failed 100 times. You know what doesn't work. Does that make sense? It's kind of like I go through these situations with my vehicles lately. Every single car I have or have had or recently or something like that feels like the check engine light comes on and I change 35 things before I find out what it is. Could I take it to a mechanic? Yes. Do the things need to be changed anyway? Probably. Like, my cars are old. I have a 1999 and a 2002. So when something happens, I just start changing things and I learn, hey, this didn't fix it. I know that's not a problem anymore. Next thing, I know that's not a problem anymore. Next thing, I know that's not a problem anymore. And then at least when I go back to that's supposed to be changed at this time, I already changed it. No problem. So eventually I find out what works. It's funny, like my truck, I just realized I got the truck, I don't know how long it was. I guess it's been 4 or 5 years or something like that. But since the day I got it, it started and it was like, wing, like, I don't know how to make the noise, but it would like turn over, start. It would never not start. Well, one day I think it didn't, but like it would always just turn over. It was really annoying and it would just, and then boom, like, and I just got so used to it, I didn't even realize it doesn't do it anymore. And I'm pretty sure I know what fixed it. I'm pretty sure it was this little $7 or $17 part or something like that. It was a fuel pressure regulator is one of the last things I changed. And then I just realized it doesn't do that anymore. Isn't that crazy? And it's not idling all crazy anymore. Like, so when somebody says, I've tried everything, yeah, it's a lie. You haven't tried everything. Because if you tried everything, it would stop starting weird. You would start losing the weight. Understand that you don't, I say a lot of the times, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you're losing weight, just keep losing weight. Like, don't change things or anything like that. Don't change your meal plan. If you're sick of a meal plan, doesn't matter. Stay on the meal plan because if it's working, keep grinding until it's not, if that makes sense. But in the same sense, you don't have to do the same thing that you were doing 3 years ago on your fitness journey or your weight loss journey as you are today. Can you do those things? Yes. Sometimes some people can't. It doesn't work for them. Like, it doesn't, like, they already know, I know what I got to do. I did this before and I got to do the same thing. But it's not new and not fresh and not ready in their mind, so they kind of got to switch it up, if that makes sense. It's kind of like linear periodization. Linear periodization says, assumably, that you come in the gym and you're doing a bench press and you try to add 5 pounds every week. And you get stronger and that's that. But the problem is, linear periodization only works for so long. And anybody in strength sports knows that eventually you can't add 5 pounds every week. And then you got to pull back and you got to change it up and do something else. It's kind of the same thing. Maybe you lost 50 pounds before and it worked really well, but you need to change something up. And your knees are fine and everything's fine and you hate running, but maybe you got to run. Maybe that's what you should do. Maybe you should start running and sign up for a 5K because that's going to make you far more successful on your weight loss journey because you're doing just a little bit more each week and you're getting more conditioned and stuff like that. And the weight has no choice but to just fall off. So that being said, you don't beat yourself up Understand that this process is not always linear. It doesn't matter how many times you failed. It's not a big deal. Like, it's okay. It's okay to try something different. It's okay if something's not working to switch it up a little bit. It's okay to tell yourself, I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm going to start today with just one simple thing. I'm going to drink a glass of water. I know that sounds weird, but if you start out your day with just one simple little task that is in line with your healthy life, it's going to put you in a lot better position to feel better and conquer the day. And if you just start with that one thing and do it every single day, I'm going to drink a glass of water when I wake up. And then the next week, I'm going to take a vitamin. And then the next, a month later, you got a glass of water every day and a vitamin. And you go, I got a glass of water and a vitamin, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot more than what I was doing before. Now I'm going to do 5 push-ups. I'm not even going to try to start eating right. I'm just going to do 5 push-ups. Just understand that habit stacking over time can really be successful. It doesn't mean you got to do thousands of things over time, but eventually, slowly, you're going to get better. Keep up the good work. Be stronger than excuses, guys. Sorry to be rambling, but I just wanted to let you know about where the groups are and stuff like that. You can also go join us on Instagram at One Big Impact, all one word, same name as the YouTube channel. If you have questions about whether it's Atkins, low carb, meal prep, personal training, strength training, powerlifting, any of that stuff, bodybuilding, running marathons, or anything like that, feel free to reach out on Instagram. I'll do my best. I do online training, in-person personal training. Obviously, we have a gym with a dog. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.